Welcome to the Debit This, Credit That podcast with Wheeler Accountants, located in San Jose, California. In this podcast, we discuss how to solve accounting challenges in both your personal life and your business. We take an energetic, tech-savvy approach to solving accounting challenges that steal your focus and your time. Now, on to the show with your tech-savvy accounting experts, Matt Wheeler and Michael Bryant.
Welcome to episode 21 of the Debit This, Credit This podcast of Wheeler Accountants. I'm your host, Matt Wheeler, and my co-host here, Michael Bryant, is joining me today on the podcast. This is going to be our first joint podcast, so hopefully we don't bore you to death.
Thanks for the invitation, Matt.
Yeah, you're welcome. So this podcast, we wanted to welcome, and we have an announcement that we already made with the firm about we acquired two practices in Watsonville, Stephen Stringari's practice and Dennis Campbell's practice. And this podcast is titled Welcome to Watsonville. We're gearing this podcast towards our new Watsonville clients and potential clients over the hill in Santa Cruz. Part of the acquisition here was to expand the footprint of our firm over the hill. We already service several clients in the Santa Cruz County area and the Watsonville area, and we have several employees live over the hill, so it was a natural fit. And when we acquire a smaller practice like we did in this scenario, we're looking to really bring some added value services to our new clients of the firm. And so I'm going to hand it off here to Michael to say a little bit about how he got introduced to Steve and Dennis and why they were really a good fit for merging into our practice.
Yeah, I actually met Steve and Dennis through, we offer a service called peer review, and we go into different firms and look at their system of quality control and looking at, they were working on some compilations and some reviews for some of their larger business clients. And so I had the opportunity to see the work that they were doing and be able to interact with them. And I really enjoyed meeting them. They really took a passionate role in working with their clients. And I felt like we had a lot of similarities that we would be able to offer that level of service to our clients and be able to expand our footprint as well.
Well, one of the things they mentioned that I recall being very important to them as part of the merger was that they want to work with a firm that really cares about and takes care of their clients. And that was part of our shared values, I think, between our three firms, technically, that we have a deep level of relationship with our clients. A lot of our clients have been with our firm here in the San Jose office for many, many years. And Steve and Dennis, who have both been practicing for over 30 years, right? For each of them?
Yes.
35, 36 years. So that's a lot of tax seasons.
That is a lot of tax seasons. And they really were looking for a place that would take care of their clients. That's their number one priority, is to make sure that their clients are well served.
So, we're very excited to welcome Steve and Dennis and their firms to our firm. We've also hired on Jana and Bev, who also have been working in their office for many years. So for all of our new Watsonville clients that are new to Wheeler Accountants, you're still going to be interacting with your same, folks you've been working with before over there in Watsonville. You're just going to occasionally see a new name pop up here or there in your email or voicemail as we assist Steve and Dennis with some of the things that they really were looking forward to and trying to expand what they can offer to their clients. Our practice is a robust, full-service practice. Michael mentioned we do the peer review work, which obviously applies just to CPA firms, but we offer a full range of attest services to businesses, so audited financials, reviewed financials, compiled financials, whether you're looking for those requirements for bank loan or investors or just for like a board of directors or something. We have the full suite of tax services, of course, similar to what Steve and Dennis offer. But we have people that specialize in a few more things like estate and trust work. We have some full-time estate and trust people. People that specialize in state and local tax, which is becoming a bigger and bigger thing every year as each state, wants their bite of revenue and tax revenue. We have a full bookkeeping services. I know Steve and Dennis are offering bookkeeping services to their clients, but we have several certified QuickBooks Pro advisors on our staff here in the office. We do QuickBooks consulting, general month-end close assistance with accounting systems, implementation, one-off consulting here and there for special projects, payroll, sales tax. What am I missing? We have more services here.
We offer litigation support, which is something that Steve had gotten involved with a little bit, and we can expand that presence as well. We do the trust accountings for the estate and trust work, and again, we will be able to expand into the audit practice where Steve and Dennis weren't working on any types of audits.
So to let our new clients here in Watsonville know a little bit more about Wheeler Accountants and our history, I think it'd be helpful to kind of go over a brief overview of where our firm's come from. Our firm's been around for over 60 years, technically, in Santa Clara Valley here. Originally was West Valley Bookkeeping and Tax Services, owned by a man named Earl Foster for a while. He sold his practice to my father, David Wheeler, who changed the firm name to Wheeler and Company sometime in the 80s, and eventually became LMGW CPAs in the early 2000s. And we recently rebranded again as Wheeler Accountants here in the spring of 2017. So we've kind of come back full circle to the Wheeler Accountants name, but we've really been in this valley and in business for over 60 years, and we have clients that date back that entire time frame. And really the roots of our firm, which I think is important, is that we are a small CPA firm. We have that solo practitioner kind of mentality where we came from, do a lot of individual tax work and small business tax work here. We don't deal with extremely large businesses. We don't do any public companies. We don't do any of the really complex high-level stuff. We leave that to the bigger firms. Our niche and focus is really on individuals, business owners, people involved in tech here in the Valley, of course. And now with the addition of the Watsonville practice, we're looking to expand more into a little bit of the agricultural space and some of the industries that are there over the hill. But we focus on small business owners. We help you not only with your business, but your individual tax situation. We help with the estate and trust planning. We try and provide that comprehensive solution for you that's really the right size for your needs. We've acquired a few other practices over the years and merged them into the Wheeler Accountants umbrella, and it's been successful each time because we've been able to provide those additional resources to those clients that maybe a practitioner that's out there on their own doesn't really have the expertise or the experience or the time. A lot of the time it's just the time or capacity or availability to really get it deep into some of those more complex areas. So we provide those services to our clients, but again, we're not one of the bigger firms. We don't have the huge firm fees that go along with that, right? We don't have $5,000-$10,000 minimums like some of our competitors here, which it could be absurd at times. We try and maintain that mid-market level, and we have a section on our website that talks about being a right-sized firm, which is really important to us, that we're the right-sized firm for our clients. We're able to provide the right service at the right value for you as our clients. If you're getting to be a large business outgrowing us, we have resources that we can transfer you on to a bigger firm. We work with a lot of firms very closely who are better suited towards larger businesses when your needs do outgrow our firm. And, if you're also, none of the clients I think that are part of this merger are too small for our firm, but there are occasionally clients that aren't a good fit for our firm because they are looking for someone smaller and local. And so right size is really important to us, and we try and be there right in the middle and focus and serve on those clients that are in the mid-market space.
Yeah, we've been very successful in growing with our clients, and Matt, you're absolutely right. We've had several clients that have gotten to a level where they do move beyond our expertise, and we can help transition them to a new firm and help make that even more successful. And so we have a great track record with that, and we want to see our clients grow, and we recognize the areas where we can add value. So
a lot of you as new clients are probably wondering yourself, what's going to change, what's going to be different now that we're now clients of a bigger firm and a new firm. We're trying to keep things as streamlined as possible with merging in the new practices of Steve and Dennis. You'll have a very similar tax experience to what you normally had. I'm talking to our tax clients, obviously, but we send out a tax organizer in the beginning of the year. We do use a different software from Steve and Dennis, So we are in the process of converting all those returns to our new software right now. So the organizer package that you get in the beginning of the year is going to look a little bit different from the ones in the past. But most of that data from prior years is going to carry over. So you should recognize a lot of the information in there. We do have a questionnaire that goes along with the organizer we ask that you fill out. Really helps us to make sure that we're getting all the points in your tax situation and addressing everything that we're supposed to be addressing and helping you out as much as possible, so we don't miss anything from a compliance standpoint or really from a planning standpoint. You'll continue to turn in your tax documents to Steve and Dennis over there in the Watsonville office, or you can mail direct to our office here in San Jose. We can process in both locations, and you'll still have Steve and Dennis as your primary point of contact, of course. So besides a new letterhead and signage and new email addresses, we're not anticipating a lot of major changes for you. We want to make this a smooth transition into our firm.
Yeah, and I think that's really important to note that Steve and Dennis do want to still be involved with their clients and be able to meet with them, and we're just providing some additional resources to help them prepare those tax returns and then any other services that their clients may need, so we can complement that.
And some of those additional resources that we do offer are, for instance, this podcast that we're doing right now. We do a little more on social media, so we ask that you follow our social media accounts, our website, wheelercpa.com. We post relevant articles there. We send a monthly newsletter that has various tax tips and custom articles that we do here in-house on specific topics. We do have a few white papers on our website that you can access and download to review. We do one on vacation homes, for instance, and kind of the tax treatment of vacation homes, which is also on a prior podcast you can listen to. So another benefit, I think, of being now a member of our firm, a client of our firm, is that you can now access some of these extra materials that we have. They're open to the general public, but these are really geared towards you as our clients and resources that you could use, so you can help start a conversation with Steve or Dennis or with one of our preparers here on, hey, I haven't heard of this backdoor Roth IRA strategy. Can we talk about that? Or, hey, I listened to the podcast on vacation homes and I was thinking about buying one. How's that going to impact my tax situation? So these are the resources we're really trying to bring to the table to you as our clients and help you minimize your tax liability and save as much as possible and grow financially. So we got the podcast, white papers, the monthly newsletter, articles on our website, and of course the resources available internally in our office, which are our people, which kind of brings us to the next and final point, is that part of this merger with Steve and Dennis's practice was an eye towards expansion over the hill into the Santa Cruz, Watsonville area, adding additional staff, adding more capacity so we can better serve your needs.
In closing, we would like to just let everybody know that we're looking forward to working with you on your tax and accounting needs. We'll be reaching out to you more often going forward. And if there is ever a question, we have a great part on our website that says Ask Wheeler, and you can type in your questions there, and one of our staff's going to get back to you in 48 hours to address those questions. Thank you again for joining us. This is Michael Bryant and Matt Wheeler for Debit This, Credit That. Signing off for now.